Back on Get Down to Business, we are brought to you by Tandem HR, your solution center. You can find them at tandemhr.com or call 630-928-0510. And thrilled to be joined by Christina Habib, who is the Regional Commissioner for AYSO, because we all believe that true entrepreneurs are raised and developed from a young age. Isn't that right, Christina?
That is definitely correct. With AYSO, one of our main goals is player development, not just how they do on the field, but also how they do socially, emotionally, and sportsmanship, and that is definitely needed in the business world.
Fantastic. So, Christina, thrilled that we have you on the air tonight. You are the Regional Commissioner for the Rogers Park AYSO, an area that's near and dear to my heart. If you don't mind, you just mentioned a few important principles to AYSO, but tell us how and why you got involved.
Well, I got involved about 5 years ago, just like most parents who get involved with their kids' sports. My son wanted to play soccer, and as a mother, I said, well, I'm going to be on the field, and might as well join him. And eventually, just down the road, I kept on saying that I will do it, and I'm the Regional Commissioner for the Rogers Park area.
And now you can't get out. You continue to be involved, and you're inspiring more people to get involved, more parents, and, of course, more kids. So what area does the Rogers Park AYSO encompass?
Well, we encompass the main part is Rogers Park or West Ridge, but we will also take any children who would want to come play on a Sunday afternoon from Skokie, Evanston, and Edgewater area. But AYSO is a national organization, so if you're hearing this and you want your child to be part of soccer where everybody plays, go to ayso.org and find a region near you.
That's great, and I know from the website, and of course we'll share more information in just a few moments. But from the Rogers Park AYSO website, it shares the mission, which, as I mentioned, really important to all of us. That we talk about team building, we talk about collaboration. We mentioned a few moments ago that it starts at a young age, and it mentions over there that everyone plays. There's balanced teams. There's positive coaching. It's a pretty incredible philosophy. And if you don't mind, share some of these success stories of kids that you've seen come into AYSO and how they get encouraged and how they develop through the program.
Well, I've seen kids on my own teams as being a coach who are intimidated when they first come on the field. But with the fact that we are encouraging our players just to go out there and try their best, become one of our best players. We don't look for the kids who, play the best soccer. We want everybody. So if we're including kids who may have development needs, we have a very important player program for those children. So everyone is included. We don't discriminate. If you need financial help, we will give you scholarships. There is no excuse not to play soccer.
And Rogers Park is an incredibly diverse area. You have so many different cultures, all that call Rogers Park, West Ridge home, as well as you mentioned some of the other areas, Skokie and Evanston. It's incredible. As you hear in the news, you might think that it's not possible for people to come together, but you witness it on a daily basis, that it is possible for kids to have a great time and really form collaborations and unity.
That is correct. I mean, one of the great things about Rogers Park AYSO is that we bring the community together. When we started 20 years ago, that was the principle, and that was the main reason why those founders put together Rogers Park AYSO, so we could bring in all the different communities, and it would be one melting pot of kids just being able to play with each other. Rogers Park is a beautiful, diverse area, but at the same time, it can be kind of segregated, and so it's nice to have one place where everybody has a similar interest, and all these children just want to play, and that's all they want to do, and that's what we encourage.
Totally incredible. So clearly bringing people together, clearly getting kids in the game isn't the challenge. Likely the biggest challenge these days is Mother Nature. This past year, we've had a lot of interesting weather. We've had, have we had a week without rain or snow? I can't keep track of what season we have. How has that been affecting the game?
Well, in AYSO for soccer, is we play no matter what. As long as there's no lightning, as long as the fields are playable, we're out there playing.
Wow.
So we never miss a season now. For winter, we do take a 6-month break, We play 8 weeks in the fall and 8 weeks in the spring. So in total, you get 16 weeks of playing. So we play around the harsh winter, but at the same time, there is programs that we do have during the winter time through other organizations.
Fantastic. Well, Christina Habib, the regional commissioner for Rogers Park AYSO, part of the National AYSO organization, doing some fantastic work in bringing kids, parents together in diverse communities, and really a phenomenal organization. Thrilled to have you on the air with us today, and of course, we'll be sure to check in with you again and have you on real soon. But Christina, in the meantime, how can people check out Rogers Park AYSO and find out more about your important work?
Well, you can find out specifically about Rogers Park AYSO at rpayso.org, or you can go to our national website at ayso.org, where if you are not part of the Rogers Park community, you can find your region so that you can play. We want everybody to be able to play.
Fantastic. Well, Christina, thank you for joining us on the air. After the break, we're going to check in and continue the conversation about healthcare, a subject we've been talking a lot about lately. Recent Supreme Court decisions leave many people questioning. And our next guest, Joel White, has a lot to say on the subject. Get Down to Business is brought to you in part by Everett Wealth Solutions. Don't touch that dial. You're listening to the show that's all about small business, jobs, and entrepreneurship. You're listening to Get Down to Business, and I'm your host, Shalom Klein.